in a four-phased fitness transformation, it is the starting point. Any time we have a destination, it has an end and a beginning. And when we look at the valley phase, we want to be thinking about the end from the beginning. And so, one of the things that I advise is writing down what your life looks like in 12 months, and then thinking about what has to happen in order for that to be true every 3 months. And every 3 months, there should be a change that is fairly dramatic in that transformation that evolves you from a state of being to a state of being. And so if we break this down into four phases, we can look at this as then a peak phase, which is your performance. I think it's important when we're looking at a fitness transformation to remember that what manifests externally, and they're the foundational patterns for nutrition and exercise that are going to best help a person when they have moments where life becomes complex, there's unexpected circumstances, there's the feeling that has been past, and now you're relying up. And in a future episode, we'll go through what some of the patterns may look like for you today. But as we look at starting with why, we want to look at measures of success. And I like to look at measures of success that are things that really emphasize the quality of life that we're moving toward. And so, what could that look like? Well, if you're projecting what quality of life could look like, you may be in a season of life where, like me, you have children. And if you have children, one of the first measures of success may be that you want to keep up with your children. Children have such a fast evolution in their lives that get to different points where they start to challenge things. They want to test their own performance, their own capabilities. And so for me, as I have moved toward my fitness, points where they are now seeing of soccer or dance or tennis, just overall health that feels good for them. Or they like to get outdoors and ride bikes. And why wouldn't I want to be able to participate in those things? And so that's a huge measure of success. My mother, she passed away in her 40s due to serious disease. And so that's a huge measure of success is for me doing everything I can to create an environment internally where my body is able to have longevity as the focus. Remember that the things we put in our mouths, it's information. The things that we do with our body, it's also information. Information with compounding effects, literal compound effects that happen with small incremental improvements. So when we're looking at the valley phase, we want to create a foundation of patterns that can enable the things that we want to experience out of our lives so that we can live our best lives.